They done very little except bring you the teaching, the belief. Because that's all teaching is, I believe. We don't need to believe no more. We need to know. Just keep it going. Just keep it going. Keep it real. What do? Because I keeps it real like that. I keep it real. Just keep it going. And I am also your soul brother. Number one. Just keep it going.
Therefore, he could be a suspect because he wasn't happy with the outcome of the relationship.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Talik Ibn Rashid has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Eberrod is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi.
One of the first things that they want to do is find out whether or not he has
This
an
is
alibi.
Dusty Basement Studios. We approve of this message.
I was at work. You can call the maximum boss about that.
Oh, well,
Right. Bro, you a genius. I ain't gonna lie. This is like, bro, you was a genius. I swear. You're gonna go down like a Elijah Muhammad or a Malcolm X with this. You finna go down in history with this one. I swear to God, bro.
Well, I'm their child. You know, we all their children.
Yeah, but bro, you know, you your own, you different, bro. I mean, to think of that. I mean, bro, this is genius. Like, I don't just say stuff just to be saying it. Like, I swear to God, bro, you are really on something to come up with this. I don't know how you came up with this.
But Charles Blow talks about the fact that if you really want black power, consider going into six states. Now, I'm going to combine this with what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad says as it relates to just states that you and so when you look at the idea of returning back to Louisiana, starting off as Maryland, Alabama, Carolina, there's a lot of black folk. Mississippi is the largest state of black folk. More black folk in Mississippi than any other state in the 50s. And so if we were to do that and go into our own, become our own senators, we would up the amount of black senators immediately, Congress people immediately. We would up, and by the way, when you run in the state, when you run in certain things, you don't have to ask nobody for reparations. They give you reparations. Something we can do. This is doable.
The Mississippi Campaign represents everything that you claim that you want. The beginning of an all-black independent nation. The ability to control your own resources. Your politics. The law. Be able to do your own thing for a change. Create an economy. Create and produce goods that Africa or anybody on the planet would want. You think you don't want to do nothing. 3 hours talking about the Mississippi Campaign.
Let's see, Kelly says, can you send a shout out to my platform, the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Our theme this year is After Purge Comes to Heal. So shout out to your platform, Kelly. All the best to you guys for continuing to stretch in perspective, to stretch in what is possible, and to continue to bring healing into the space of yourself and others.
Just keep it going. Just keep it going.
And you don't realize it. You don't realize it that God has been in prison. The devil was able to imprison God. So right here inside your own self, your God self has been in prison, and you have a false sense of self running rampant inside the devil. This is why you understand you. We have to bring reality temple here on earth. Reality temple here on earth. We have to realize the enemy is running rampant inside this temple.
And that is Brother Talik from the Reality Temples on Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. You know, he's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
My brother Angel Snub 7 at the Reality Center. and to give props to him, because I listened to all of Angel Snubbing Up 7's videos. I think that he comes from a different angle, and there's a powerful message in a lot of the videos that he put out, and I try to catch all of them. I look at him as a free thinker and a person that's willing to challenge those of which he don't agree with or which he may think differently from, and I really respect him for that. He's challenged KBS, and he has also challenged the Black supremacy movement as well, and I have nothing against that, because that which cannot be challenged cannot stand, and will not stand, and will not survive the test of time. How many challenges we can withstand will determine how long we will be able to stand.
Just keep it going.
Forensic investigators went in and determined through measuring the blood that was found in the floorboard of the mat inside the vehicle that a human being could not have lost that molecule of blood and survived. It was really hard to hear, really hard to swallow. You want to believe that she's okay, she's gonna come back.
Good evening, soul brothers and sisters. This is Tangi Cox, the Black Sheep, and I am propositioning you to entertain just a little of being in reality. And this is gonna hurt soul sisters and brothers, because a lot of us cannot accept reality. I empower you to, for 1 year, to subscribe to the reality temple on earth. End of 12 months. Draw your conclusion of what have you learned in that amount of time. I empower you. You will never, ever, ever think, feel, or entertain nonsense ever again, period. I would like to see my soul sisters and brothers awaken. This requires time. You need to spend about a year watching, researching, and looking. Reality Temple on Earth is life-changing, and I stand on that.
Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party party started. Ride, ride, ride. Let's get this party started quickly.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, look, we're having technical difficulties here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Looks like we in business. Always something. In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another spontaneous broadcast of what we call the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the host, gatekeeper of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty, mighty, mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. Looks like we're having technical difficulties on YouTube, our main channel. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad. We're going to upload this broadcast anyway, so if things do get real terrible on our main channel, we'll just upload from another channel that did better. It's been a while since we have become, or since we have come before this body in order to have a conversation. This is the longest sabbatical I have ever done in my, what is it, 17, 18 years on YouTube. This is the longest. And the reasons of why my sabbaticals have been very short is because of Google false flagging my channel, somebody messing with my channel or whatever, which gives me the strength, instead of quitting, instead of taking the videos down, the false flagging and the harassment, those things give me the energy to keep marching forward. And so that is the reason why I have been here 18 years. Because of Google and other false flaggers, they wanted me here. They gave me the strength to keep going. So if you like listening to Angel Snub 7, then you should thank Google and you should thank all my haters, because I refuse to go away and allow them to think they chased me away. So this sabbatical, nobody is really bothering Angel Snub 7. There's no false flagging and there's no videos made. I'm like, wow, this is the time to quit. And I'm still thinking whether or not I should just leave this alone, period. It has run its course. I think 18 years, it has run its course, especially when we have gone full circle, bringing us the ultimate answer, the once and for all solution to our problem, what we call right here, where is it? Over here? What we call the Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. That's it. Nothing else is going to work. Nothing else is going to work. Your begging, your pleading, your ideas, all these things is not going to work. So I just sit back in the cut and watch you fail, because you don't want to accept the reality of things. I just sit back in the cut and just watch you fail. I don't like to do that. But what was it that many of our mothers said to us when we acted up and thought we knew it all? A hard head makes a soft ass. So I'm just watching you get your ass whooped. Keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That is a sign of insanity. And you say that yourself, but you do it. You do the same thing over and over again, say the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. If a woman don't like you, brother, you can beg and plead all you want to. She don't like you. And many of you get very angry, but that's a sign of insanity. She don't like you. Oil and water don't mix. I don't care how you flip it or how you, whatever. Oil and water do not mix. There are certain things, the result is going to be the same no matter what you do. We are an insane people. But that's expected. What do you expect from people a little over 100 years from slavery? You pretending you free. You have no idea of what you're doing. You just quoting stuff from people from 1930, quoting stuff, getting crap from 5,000 years ago. How is that supposed to free you? It didn't do nothing for them. All this information, all this science, all these things came from people who was conquered. They were losers. But their information is supposed to make you a winner when it didn't do nothing for them. It makes no sense. But the American Negro, the once called American Negro, the black man, the Hebrew Israelite, the Muslim, whatever you want to call yourself, we love the nonsensical. We embrace the unrealistic. We enjoy losing because it takes a lot of work to be a winner. Ask anybody who's a winner. They spend a lot of hours and hours. Work, sacrifice, suffering. Anybody, unless of course you inherited your success, that don't count. But those who are self-made, they know what it took to become this success. And you don't want to do it. Too much work. You want the easy way out. There's no easy way out. Not this. There's no easy way out. There's nobody gonna come save you. There's nobody that's gonna sacrifice themselves so that you can live, which is a mistake. Those prior to ourselves died for us, and we are foolish people, unworthy of their life. So I know I refuse and will never do that. These ingrates. I felt as though I had to come off this sabbatical to talk about our brothers, Rodney, Hinton, and what's his name? Karmelo Anthony. I thought that was the basketball player. young man, I don't know exactly, he's a young man, teenager, and his trouble with some peckerwoods. And Rodney Hinton, who decided to take matters in his own hands. We're going to talk about that. If you're a weak man, because I'm going to be directing our talk to the men. Because the men say, I am the protector. I am the provider. You know, all this man nonsense that you don't live up to. And you know you don't live up to. So if you can't handle the reality, you can't handle the truth, you can go ahead and fly. Go ahead and go away. Because I'm telling you up front, telling you right now, that the man has failed. That's why we are in the situation we find ourselves in. I came off a sabbatical, or I went on a sabbatical, because in reality, this ministry, after 18 years, we've come full circle. And so we begin to enter the realm of redundancy. Saying the same thing over and over. Excuse me, my throat is itchy. Over and over again. Get to the point where all over YouTube, you don't have to go watch these videos. You already know what they're saying. You know how they're going to respond. You know how they think. Even before they say it, you already knew it. Like we mind readers. Because it's redundant. And so now, all of it is nothing but a bunch of people who are putting on an act, reading a script, saying the same thing over and over. This show has gone into reruns. It's become ritualistic. A bunch of actors. There was a brother here. What was his name? 48. We call him Brother 48, something like that. And he was talking about religion in the scriptures. He was talking about the root word of scripture is script. What do you give an actor? A script. What is when you want to make a TV show, a play, you need actors and a script. And that's all you see all over in our community. A bunch of actors. And when you are actor, you are something that you're not. You are playing a role. You're not real. The story is not real. The play, all that's is fantasy. It's for entertainment. All of you reading a script. Excuse me. I do not know why. Throat itchy. We're going to get through this though. And of course, when you are an actor, you want to get paid. Denzel Washington gets paid. Kerry Washington gets paid. Whoopi Goldberg get paid. When you are an actor, you're expecting to get paid. And all over YouTube, these actors Give me my cash out. They want to let you know I'm getting paid. Look what I bought. I'm getting paid because all of it is actors. I don't remember Nat Turner talking about I got paid. Donate to my cash. I don't remember Harriet Tubman or Dr. King or Malcolm give to my cash app and bragging about how they got paid. But they weren't actors. They were in a life-threatening situation. That's what they were dealing with. But you're living a lie. You are an actor. So in order to show us that you are successful, you need to show that you're getting paid. Because clearly you're not doing nothing for the people. What is the pay to a liberator? I have liberated. I have freed the people. That's what Harriet Tubman would say. Nat Turner tried to free his people. That's my payment. Not a big house and a pool that the white man allowed me to have. That's not payment for somebody who is not an actor. I don't care nothing about that. Liberation is my payment. Being free, being independent from my oppressor is my payment to those who are real. Don't talk about no money. I got paid. You are broke. N-word. Even when you're rich and you're black in this country, you broke. These people can take your little crap away from you anytime they feel like it. I don't know if Sean Puffy Combs is guilty. He's on trial. But he's an example. When they are ready to take you down, they come after you. Who knows how many millions of dollars he is paying to them to stop from going to their jail. Woo. And how can we as men want to live like this? Those people in court, they are not your peers. But we allow this because we are actors. In reality, we're still slaves, pretending and acting, trying to pretending, put on this show like we free. Those who are awake see that you're still nothing but a slave. You can holler black power, you can holler Ashe, Hotep, whatever the hell you want to. You are a Hotep slave. You are a Assalamu alaikum slave. You are a black power slave. You are worse than our ancestors who were actually in the condition. Because you think that you got some kind of freedom with your actor ass. Give you a Oscar, Academy Award. Because that's all you are, an actor. And some of these people, that's what they're seeking. They feel as though they're some kind of celebrity, some kind of star. I don't mean to pick on him, but Dr. Umar Johnson is not a revolutionary. He's a celebrity, using that to make his celebrity. Let me take pictures with everybody and donate to my, because I want to get paid. Celebrity, I need to get paid. It's very important that I get paid. And I offer you nothing. False hopes and dreams. Now, his school can be a reality. It should not take 20 years to build that school. What are you doing with your cash out? But see, you don't care because you enjoy the actor. And I've heard people say that. I don't care. I've heard people say, I do not care if the school is ever built. They don't care because I'm part of a play. Omar, you put on a good show for me. Where my popcorn at? Where my popcorn at? Sonetta TV, entertainment, Tariq Nasheed entertainment, all these things, the Pan-African movement, the Aboriginal, all of it is nothing but something to keep you entertained. None of it is real. And now it's into reruns. There's no new show. I don't know if I could have been an entertainer. At one time, I wanted to be an entertainer. I enjoyed that very much. My lady friends here are entertainers. En Vogue is celebrating their 35th year in show business. Entertain you. Doing the same thing over and over, redundant. Over again. Redundancy. How can you listen to the same song over and over again, 35 years? When you come on stage, we already know the lyrics, we know what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. There's nothing exciting about redundancy. It's like eating leftovers. Eating the same food every day. There are people who listen to me simply because I'm a different kind of food. Because all of that out there already got bored. It don't have no taste no more. It's redundant. Record player playing the same thing over and over again. No growth. That's good for the music business. Because there's always people who have never heard what you do. But if you are a creator, if you are alive, living things do different things every day. When you are alive, when you are a creator, and you talk about, I'm a child of God, and you redundant. God is a creator. Tells you in your scripture, behold, I make all things new, and the former things shall pass away. I don't need that no more. I got something new. Babies are born every day bringing in the new, and the old dies off, never to be seen again. The Black Power community got us embracing the old, which should be allowed to die in peace. Because it had its time. We are part of the new. Babies are born. Push that baby forward. There's no baby born going backwards. Life goes forward. The mindset and behavior of the black power, black conscious community keeps us going backwards to a place we never came from. But then it's all a show. You don't want to go nowhere. In reality, you happy with your massa. In reality, you scared to be independent. In reality, you want to be in a position where you can run your damn mouth and blame the white man. Well, you know, brother, the white man done this. Redundant talk. Been saying that for 100 years. Well, you know, the white man do this. And the white, you want to be in a position to keep blaming the white man. Like you want to blame your parents and stay in your mom and daddy house. Well, you see, mama do this. If it wasn't for mama, if it wasn't for my daddy, you scared to leave their house. This show, this redundancy cannot lead us to freedom. The freedom, justice, and equality that the nation of Islam teaches. You can't be free connected to somebody's book. That's not freedom. When I have to be connected to a book. If I don't understand the book, I can't get free. I'm not free. The Bible and the Quran is a chain to keep you confined. Somebody told me religion means to bind, lock you up. It's not meant to keep you under some type of control. If that's what you want, that's cool. That's not what we represent. That's not what I represent. I don't want that. I don't care if I'm butt naked in the sand. It's better to be free than under the control of people that hate your guts. And that's how we live every day. That's why we have the Rodney, Hinton, Karmelo Anthony situation. We're going to talk about that. There's no growth. You are stuck in form. And you're no threat. I hear this all the time. Oh, black man is a threat. You ain't no threat. You redundant. Everybody know what you're going to do. What you going to say. How you going to respond. You a threat. How are you a threat? How is the black man a threat? How are black Americans a threat? You gonna poison somebody? You gonna blow up something? Well, what have you done to be a threat? The only thing you have done going on 500 years is get your ass whooped. That's the reality of it. That's what. So how are you a threat getting your ass whooped? How are you a threat when you was a slave on a plantation talking about, yes, sir, massa, yes, sir, missy, yes, sir, massa. You're on plantation for 300 years. How the hell are you a threat? You didn't even set yourself free. They set you free. Did you write, what is it, the Emancipation Proclamations? They wrote it. They gave you the civil rights laws. They gave you affirmative action. You ain't did a damn thing for yourself, Mr. and Mrs. Threat. You don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the reality of things. I suggest that you go hang with the actor, Dr. Umar Johnson, or the actor, Young Pharaoh, or the actor, what's his name? Moorish Science Temple. What's his name? Tahakin Zabay. You go to the actors. There's no performance here. There's no need for me to be an actor because I don't want your damn money like that. I don't need your money like that. I want you to be free. That's what I want. You redundant. They already know what you're going to do, what you're going to say. They know you're not going to threaten. They slap you all the time. They kick you in your ass all the time. You don't do nothing. And then you see somebody like Rodney Hinton. Oh, Lord, look what he done. He gonna go to jail. He gonna get the death penalty. That's how we think. And even the Black Power folks talk real calm. You don't want to get in no trouble. A lot of you brag. I ain't never had a traffic ticket. I'm a good boy. I'm a good girl. You brag about that. You can't be good when somebody's taking your life. You can't be good when somebody's oppressing and harassing you. You can't be good when somebody's leeching off your blood. They know your form. And you're crude in your form. And they easily break your form. You're nothing like water. Because if we was like water, we would be liberated a long time ago if we were like water. To my knowledge, you can't destroy water. It turns into a gas. It's a liquid and it can turn into a solid. You can't blow it up. You can't destroy it. Because it changes forms. Like it's alive. But they break you all the time. Because you stuck in form. You're not fluid like water. You don't know how to change nothing. You was an African yesterday and you are African today. You were Muslim yesterday and you're a Muslim today. You loyal to these fixtures. You put a light in the ceiling. They call them fixtures, things that you put on the wall. Meaning they fixed. When you go, the light is still there. The bookshelf is still there. They're fixtures. You and I have become a fixture in American society. When they look, your ass is still where they left you. You don't change. You nothing but a record player playing the same record over and over again. Oh yeah, it's a hit. How many times can you listen to it over and over again and revise it? The same thing over and over again. As you know, I love these ladies. I can't listen to your record over and over again for 35 years. Those are the fanatics. Fanatical. Because they stuck. Like a record player. You stuck. Record players playing the same thing over and over again. No growth. But you a threat. You ain't done nothing to be no threat. Read, it says in the Quran, read in the name of thy Lord. You've been reading and you still stuck in the mud. You've been doing your research and you got the information and you still stuck like a car in the mud because you're fixed. You enjoy that song, I sure love Elijah Muhammad. So you stuck where Elijah Muhammad ain't been here since 1975, and that's where you stuck. I love Master Farad Muhammad, and you stuck in 1930, record player. I love Dr. Martin, you stuck in 1968. I love Malcolm X, you stuck in 1965. I love Frederick Douglass, you stuck in 18, I don't know what the date is on, on Frederick Douglass, 18 something. You stuck. Because you have become a fixture. So you might as well be dead. Because these things are like a chain around your neck, making you immobile. You falling in love with the chain. When the purpose of Dr. King, the purpose of Frederick Douglass, and the purpose of all these freedom fighters was to get you out of a chain, but you found a different chain to put around your neck. Don't blame Angel Snuffing Up 7. I'm not disappointed. I'm not frustrated. I was with you. I had the same mindset. The difference between you and I is you got to grow. You can't become loyal to form. When you see that that's not working, look, I saw a rat fall down a hole. And the rats was trying to do different things to try to get out of the hole. The rat could not get out the hole. But the rat saw, now this is a rat. You the God, right? But the rat knows if this don't work, try something different. Now there are some animals that do the same thing. They end up dying and trapped forever. But this rat had enough sense, okay, that's not working. So I saw the rat try something different. You are trapped. The same thing, redundant stuff, over and over again. How am I gonna get out? You're gonna get out by send $20 to Dr. Omar Johnson Cash App. Send Louis Farrakhan Cash App. That's how you're gonna get out. Pray to God. I'm gonna get out. This weekend, tornadoes came through our area, St. Louis area. Actually hit the city of St. Louis. A lot of the black community, devastating. You can go on Instagram and maybe on Facebook. A lot of brothers and sisters from the St. Louis area, they'll show you what happened. Kings Highway, Newstead. I believe 3 black churches was destroyed. And a soul sister lost her life in one of those churches. Where was Jesus? All of them churches was dedicated to the worship of Jesus as their Savior. This tornado, 150 mile-an-hour winds, come through the city of St. Louis, destroy 3 black churches. Where was Jesus? And the sad thing about it, when these things happen, don't y'all say, Nothing happens without God's permission. So God destroyed the churches. That's your logic. Because this is what they tell me. When something bad happened to me, oh, you don't believe in Jesus. That's why you catching hell. You don't believe in Allah. That's why you catching hell. Allah is punishing you. That's what they tell me. When bad, matter of fact, they wish. See, I don't wish. Out of all those people that attacked me in the past, all these suckers that flagged my channels, harassed me, even Google. I've never come on my platform. I wish they was dead. I hope something bad happened to them. I have never done that. But they hope that something bad happened to Angel Snub Number 7. Because I don't believe in Jesus. I don't want to be a Pan-African. I don't want to be a Muslim. Or whatever the reason is. Maybe I stole a cookie out there, cookie jar. I don't know what the deal is. But mostly, they don't like my talk about their belief, their faith. So I need to die. What you don't understand is I have a replacement. Because all this stuff is coming to an end. It's going to take some time, but if you look at social media, you see slowly but surely it's coming to an end. So getting rid of Angel Snub Number 7 is not going to stop nothing. So God must be punishing the church. And the sister was in the church preparing to feed the hungry. That's what she was doing. So she wasn't smoking weed. She wasn't getting drunk. She was in the church preparing meals, getting clothes and things together to help the needy. And God did not kill the weed smoker. Your God did not kill the drunk, the crack addict, and the prostitute and the pimp. God killed one of his own. And these were old churches built in the 1800s and early 1900s, stuff like that. And the tornado came and tore them down. And they were doing good. Because you're not going to get any sandwiches from Umar Johnson. How many videos do you see Umar Johnson giving out sandwiches? All this black power conscious Pan-African. They don't do nothing for the people except take your money and talk a bunch of garbage. They've done nothing for the black community except try to tell you how to think and what you need to do. Be black, be Pan-African, blackity black. And they give you nothing. The only thing they did was take. Look at Muhammad Ali. Got in trouble. And the Nation of Islam deserted him. And then the man, Joe Frazier, who he called a monkey or an ape, or however he said it, monkey or ape or gorilla. Joe Frazier, the Christian, the gorilla, was the one that helped Muhammad Ali. And his dumb ass, as soon as he got back on his feet, he went right back to that damn cult. What a fool. So just because you talented, just because you so-called great don't mean you can't be a damn fool. There ain't no way to hell. That right there should have been his lesson. He went back to give them, help give them millions of dollars. Won't give his family a loaf of bread. They didn't care if you starved to death. That religious stuff got you crazy. All these teachings and scholarship got you out your damn mind. You can't even think realistic. You're stuck in the hole. And then you make excuses when these things happen. Why God didn't do this? Well, God wanted us to go through the tornado. God wanted her to go home. Like, damn. God wanted the sister to go home, so he gonna drop a building on top of her. Wow. What? I don't. Okay. God come and say, well, Angel Snub Number 7, it's time for you to go home. You're going to die in this flood holding on to a tree. Like, damn, God. What she was doing? Trying to feed the needy. Clothe the needy. Do the things that you said Jesus want her to do. Look out for the poor. And then you have people running around here stealing your packages off your porch. God don't stop them. It's on camera. You see them. UPS, Amazon, whoever bring packages, leave on your doorstep. Here come these suckers. Where's God at? But God drop a building on one of his believers. Time for you to go home. It all don't make any sense. But we love the nonsensical. Where is God? Where is God to help prevent Rodney Hinton from being in the situation he's in? Where is God? Why didn't God intervene to keep Karmelo Anthony from being in the situation he's in? We hold on to these same things, these redundant things. I don't understand. When you see something that don't work, why you keep trying? You, even in your real life, if you working on a car or your kitchen sink, if the screwdriver or the wrench, whatever tool if you see that it's not working, you change. And if you don't have it at home, say, hey, the screwdriver, the tools I have don't work. Let me go to the hardware store and find the tool so I can get this job done. You can't get the job done because you're using the wrong tools. It's simple as that. You need new tools. You want to keep working on the same stuff. Redundancy. So now we have our brother, I believe Karmelo Anthony was in trouble before Rodney Hinton. Karmelo Anthony was reported, had problems with some Peckerwood bullies. He doesn't have the right to defend himself. I wasn't there. You wasn't there. And Peckerwood, you wasn't there. But see, this is the thing about them. They stick with their own, right or wrong. They're going to stick with theirs. I'm going to stick with Rodney Hinton because I understand Rodney Hinton. I'm going to stick with Brother Karmelo Anthony. I'm going to stick with them. Because I could be Rodney Hinton. I could be Karmelo because I've been in those situations. The racists say they can understand, but Rodney, he ran over the wrong police officer. He didn't run over the one that actually killed his son. And then they lie. To my knowledge, they still have not found a gun. Young man shot in the back. I watch FBI shows. I watch murder mysteries, a lot of them all the time. I've always seen the police in fictional life, halt or I shoot. They warn you, give you opportunity. The FBI on Tuesdays chase you till they catch you. When it comes to us in real life, they're not going to waste running, chasing. I'm going to shoot you in the back. If you had opportunity, they simply would have planted a gun. We've been through this. Redundancy. Over and over. Why do they do that to us? Because we don't do nothing about it. And then when we do something about it, it's one person. Rodney Hinton. Because that's my son. That's my boy. He's in trouble. He don't act like Trayvon Martin's daddy. These other daddies of all these brothers and sisters that been murdered. No, somebody got to pay for this. You killed my son. Will punish the officer that actually shot your son, sir. This is coming from people who don't tell the state of Israel why are you dropping bombs on innocent people. They did not participate in October 7th. See, you're hypocritical, bunch of hypocrites that we're dealing with. Those people going on 60,000 or more Palestinians, they didn't have nothing to do with October 7th. Why don't you just get the ones that actually did it? But then you're going to turn around and tell us, oh, he should have got the police officer that all I know is a cop shot my son. I'm not going to go around, oh, who did it, blah, blah. No, somebody got to pay, and they're going to pay now. And when you're a man and you connected to your flesh, I don't care nothing about, oh, we're going to win $1 million later on. You killed my son. I understand Rodney Hinton. This is the thing about men, black men. There's no shame in saying that you're scared. If you're scared, just say it. There's nothing wrong with that. I ran away. I was scared. And still, I'm still scared. Who want to die? Who want to get hurt? But see, even when you're scared, sometimes you gotta fight. spent 10 years in a mental institution. And I was threatened every day. You're going to be here the rest of your life. Unless you do what I say. I didn't want to be there the rest of my life. But at the same time, I'm not going to let you lie on me. You are a liar. I'm criminally insane. I'm going to kill somebody. I was released in 2007. This is 2025. I don't even have a speeding ticket. And I have all the rights any of you have. Because I stood my ground. I did not accept that lie. If I accepted that lie, I wouldn't have no rights. I couldn't vote. I couldn't own a firearm. I couldn't do this because I would be a felon. I'm not a felon. I outsmarted these demons. Was I scared? Did I want to stay in there 10 years? No. I had to stand on my principle. I'm not going to let you call me a lie. I'm not going to let you call me a criminal and insane because it's a lie. You let these people lie on you. You let them kill you, murder your, woo! Man. That's one of the reasons. That's another reason why I didn't want children. Because if you hurt my daughter, you hurt my wife, you hurt my children, somebody got to pay. I don't care about your $1 million lawsuit, Benjamin Crump. Somebody gonna get Crump. It's not happening. That's my flesh. And here we are. You have brothers who's 50 years old and older. You have your children. You've done your career. Why can't you fight now? Give your life to free your people. Don't worry about your wife and children. They know daddy got to go fight this war. Every day, a soldier's wife gets the bad news. Your son and your uncle, your husband been killed on the battlefield. Sometimes you got to fight. And even these racist suckers will tell you how their ancestors, they died so black folks can be free. Which is a lie. They wasn't fighting to free the Negro. But they would tell you that. In order to get your respect as a man, you got to throw hands. You got to show them I'm not nothing to play with. But you a threat. You a threat because you said Ashe. Assalamu alaikum because you sell bean pies and newspapers on the corner. You a threat. I understand where Rodney Hinton come from. My child. And if your twisted ass don't understand it, I could give a damn. And he's standing alone in the courthouse. And he lifted up his chin and looked at those Peckerwoods, those police officers. I'll do it again. I'm willing to take the heat. You got mine, I got yours. He should have, the people should be backing him up. He shouldn't be alone. Especially these black conscious type talk all this trash. But they ain't gonna do nothing. Allah gonna handle it. Jesus gonna handle it. Well, Allah and Jesus been handling it for 500 years. Look where you at. Young brother Karmelo got some bullets. We wasn't there. You don't know. But everything is about race. And what if it was white boy on white boy? But in this country, you know, everything is about black. Like there's no bullies in the school. We don't know what happened. And maybe, because I know when I was young, when you've been dealing with somebody and we don't know the situation, yeah, I'm going to be ready for you next time. I put a knife in my pocket. I remember my uncle gave me a gun. And when I had that knife and that gun in my pocket, I don't know, that bully must have been a mind reader. They didn't show up because I was going to pop. Sick of you. So we don't know what that situation was. We don't know what it is. But these racists have, they have a lot of nerve. They so easily forget what they have done to us. We supposed to stand there and let them slap us, kick us in our ass, talk about us like a dog, do all kinds of dirt to us, and we ain't never supposed to respond. When I was locked up, all the evil and dirty things they was doing to me, I'm supposed to be happy. Why you getting so upset like that? Why you getting mad? That's your mental illness acting up. But they never tell what they done to a person. In this country, how many white men who were guilty and you let them go? You murdered babies in our churches. Oh, that was a long time ago. We don't have to go a long time ago. Sister was killed in her house. She said, praise Jesus, and the sucker shot her. We don't have to talk about no long time ago. They love to talk that long time ago crap. George Floyd wasn't a long time ago. You locked me up for 10 years for nothing. Bunch of liars. That was not a long time ago. I can't even sue. Because it's all a game. It's a sick game they've been playing with, a cat and mouse, sick ass game they've been playing with us going on 500 years. And why do they do that in 2025? Because we don't stand up like men. When they come, we bend over and drop our damn drawers. We do nothing. They acquitted the three of the black officers that outright killed that young black man. I forgot what his name was. See, we're equal opportunity. We let y'all kill each other too. We let y'all off. Had that been a white guy, I truly doubt all of those 5 black police officers going to jail. Because contrary to popular belief, black lives don't matter. And the so-called men, we sit back. And we let them do anything they wanted to us. See, I can admit I'm scared. And I'm not going to go in here, I do this, and I'm going to do that. I'm not going to come in here and do all that stuff. But I know what I do, even though I'm scared. You have to let people know, if you want some ass, you got to bring some. 500 years, and we keep letting these people do whatever they wanted to us. So the sisters, and y'all make sure you let the people know, oh, they lesbians. And they stole the money, or they used the money to build mansions or the Black Lives Matter. Why is there a Black Lives Matter? There's a Black Lives Matter because your coward ass don't do nothing. So the lesbian, she organized herself and don't even use your money. You crying about, oh, Black Lives Matter. You didn't give her no money. They got their money from George Soros or whatever, Soros or whatever. It's not your money. You giving Negroes your money don't give you nothing. Young Fair don't give you nothing. Tariq Nasheed don't give you nothing. All this Pan-African Aboriginal garbage don't give you nothing. The Nation of Islam don't give you nothing. The Hebrew Israelites, all that they do is take. And they don't stand up for you. All these things should be outraged and stand with Rodney Hinton and with our young brother, Karmelo. Men standing with men. If you was a man, you'll tell the lesbians, that's all right. I appreciate it, sisters. You know, thank you. But we'll take it from here. You sit around and make mockery. Oh, what was you doing? The reason why there's a Black Lives Matter and the lesbians had to do something because your ass ain't done nothing and you're still not doing nothing. You don't want to hear that. It's obvious. I'm not saying nothing that's not true. Mr. Man, Mr. Provider. You don't provide a damn thing. You don't protect nobody. You don't do nothing. Hundreds of videos crying about, I don't get no putty tat. Sisters, this is your man. These are the men that you love. These are the men that you support. He's on social media talking he's a god and I want some putty tat. That's all on his mind. Smoking weed. I do my best thinking when I'm puffing. And after I finish puffing, I need me some putty tat. And these are the men that you support. Protect you. Supposed to be your protectors. And all your sons going in the ground. Even the victims themselves, the young men, they cry for their mama. Where are you, George Floyd? With the peckerwood knee in his neck. He said, Mama! They cry for their mama. In our community, it's a mama thing, whether you like it or not. Why? Why is it a mama thing? Because mama always there. Daddy, maybe, maybe not. That's why we holler for mama. Believe me, if Daddy was there, look, it's a fictional show. But JJ, Michael, and Thelma, they cried for Daddy first. Daddy there, Daddy strong. You saw James standing strong all the time. The mother depended on when she needed some power, when she needed some strength. Wait till your dad, wait till James get here. But in our community, in real life, that's not the reality. And you know it. It's always mama. That's why we holler for mama. Because mama always gonna be there. We always dependent upon mama. If we didn't have mama, and maybe some of us was raised by older brothers and sisters, we would holler their name when we get in trouble. Because they was there. And they care about us and they loved us. Big bro, where you at, big bro? Big sister, where you at, big sister? I'm going to call my brother. We used to have strong family like that at one time. You mess with one, you got to mess with the 20, 30 other family members that come out the house. Some of us are still like that. There's always exceptions to the rule, but we know we are alone. When I was locked up, I was pro-black. I called the NAACP, Nation of Islam. I was with the Nation of Islam almost 9 years. I called everybody I could find in the black yellow pages. They didn't even respond. Didn't even send a letter or tell me, well, brother, it's sad that you're in that situation. There's nothing that we can do. The least you can do, I can't help you. They don't say nothing. But you donate to that Cash App. Give them some money. Thank you, brother, and be blessed, and may God bless you. Woo, y'all fake son of a. How can you women love men like that? What kind of woman are you? You support weak-ass men, and you spread your legs to weak-ass men. That's why our community filled with trifling-ass children. Weak-ass mama, weak-ass daddy. Weak-ass people. The reality, we are not the descendants of those who were fighters. We are the descendants of those who didn't care that we kept getting our ass whooped. That's who we are the descendants of. We're descendants of the one, yes, massa. We're not the descendants of those who ran away. We're not the descendants of those who was willing to fight. We're the descendants of those, we free? What's that? Okay. What's freedom? What is freedom? Copying the white man. That's what we do. Even the black power folks. What is success? Living like white folks. Acting like white folks. That's your success. Living how your oppressor live. Because that's a sign of success. And you forget how he made his money. You forget how he became successful. By bleeding your ancestors. Over 200 years of free labor. made this nation wealthy. And over 100 years of underpaid labor, that was not a long time ago, Jim Crow. I was born in it. My mama worked from sun up to sun down for $3 damn a day. $3 a day. Breaking her back in the hot sun. Then your grandmama, then your mama, then they tell you the hell we caught in the South. And then you had to be worried that some wicked peckerwood knock open your door, want to rape your wife, rape your daughter, burn a cross in your yard. Where the men at? What a man. I want to have your baby. These sisters sung that song. Remember that song, Salt and Pepper, in vogue? What a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. I want to have your baby. You've been having this baby. And the only thing you've been doing is producing cowards. Losers. They wearing their little earrings and all the plaits in their hair. I saw a brother, I couldn't tell the difference between him and his girlfriend. He got hair all down, got the little tattoos and the earrings and nose ring, and I looked, woo! What a man, what a man, what a man. These are not men. The only thing you got is some animal with a penis. Ain't nothing man about you. They're not willing to die for his woman, not willing to die and suffer for his children. A lot of these guys are living off women. She get the house and his ass move in. That's usually how it go. She has the house and he moving her house. He don't have nothing except, you know what you like. Well, you know, brother, I got that big one, you know. Some of you do. That's a stereotype too. But the woman, y'all accept these weak men because they smile. What do you want in a man? I just want to have fun and he cute. And look where it's got you. Having a fun, cute man. And he spent his money. And then he run and hide. And you're shot down the street and your children. And your children bleeding on the street, screaming, mama, not him. Men don't want to hear this. If you want to change, we got to change. If you want children, if you want this woman to respect you and holler out your name, then you got to earn it. These suckers want to be God, they want to be warriors, they want to be kings, and don't want to do no work. Everybody got to qualify. You can't be a police officer. Oh, I just want to be a police officer. No, you got to qualify. You got to go through the training class. You just don't get a bachelor's degree. Many of you have a bachelor's degree. They didn't just give it to you. You had to go to school and work hard and get the right grades to earn a bachelor's degree. But to be a black man, to be a God and a warrior, the only thing you got to do is have a big ding-a-ling. And Ashe, black power, that's all it take. You ain't did a damn thing. And I got the information. I did the research. That's all you got to do. I love him. He's a strong black man. What did he do strong? Not a damn thing except run his mouth. Weak ass people. You a threat. Waiting on the sun to kill the white people. I see this. They waiting on the sun. Oh, the sun gonna burn all the Caucasians. If the sun did burn them up, don't mean you gonna come into power. The next strongest people gonna come into power. It ain't gonna be you. You're on the bottom and you're gonna stay on the bottom. Nobody respects you. Nobody. Even yourself. You don't have no respect for yourself. When I bring up manhood, when I bring up the protection of women, I didn't make that up. It's been going on for thousands of years. Men say we supposed to protect the woman. We supposed to provide. And what else? Provide and protect. And that's what we're supposed to do. As men, that's what you're supposed to do. Provide and protect and be a leader. Woo! And be a leader. The last 20 years on YouTube, black woman, where have they led you to? Mr. Leader. Led you nowhere. You have nothing except keep you barefoot and pregnant. And most of these sisters with these kind of men, that's all you are, nothing but a breeding machine. You barefoot and pregnant. Keep your mouth shut. I'm the leader. That's how they got you brainwashed. Don't you question me because I'm doing nothing. I'm the leader. Leader you nowhere. They ain't done nothing to be no leader. And watch your children die in the street. The only thing they can do is make a YouTube video or a meme with all the pictures of the brothers and sisters that they did not take revenge for. You got a picture of Sandra Bland and Trayvon Martin and so many, Sean Bell, so many. But the black man, you took revenge on none of them. Rodney Hinton decided, I can't do it. Ooh, Rodney Hinton. He's alone. Then you tell this lie. First of all, you don't protect nobody. But you tell the lie. Are men supposed to protect women? From what? You've been here for 500 years. You ain't protected this black woman from nobody. And the few brothers that did are dead or had to run for their lives. Because black men ain't do a damn thing. You don't stand up together. They'll kill all of us. So be it. If that's what you need to do to get respect and show them I'm nothing to play with, then let's do it, punk. I told you they scary. How much you gonna take? How many ass whoopings, ass kickings? How many get shots in the back? How much of this you gonna keep taking? And why you keep having babies with these losers, these cowards? Why you keep doing that? Producing baby losers. All that they think about is ding-a-ling. They got the women. Oh, he sure got a big one. I wonder what his ding-a-ling gonna do. Bunch of drunks and crackheads and meth heads. Materialistic. Let me go see Beyonce with her ass out. With a cowboy hat. You ain't no threat. I'm a threat by myself. You ain't no threat. You're nothing but a redundant record player. You remind me of the hog-nosed snake. Don't have a rattle. Pretend to be a rattlesnake. Rub his scales together. Sound like a rattle. And then, if that don't work, the hog-nosed snake play dead. That's you. Fake ass. Don't have no poison. You don't have no rattle. Only thing on your mind is entertainment. Smoking weed, getting drunk, doing drugs. I play basketball. Here you are. You a man. Woo! Here you are. We're supposed to be men. And these people got you obsessed with playing with balls. Testicles. You playing with ball, basketball, football, golf ball, tennis ball. You a man and you upset playing with balls, testicles. Woo! They got. And then you have the nerve to talk about gay men. You gay yourself. You play with balls. And you keep up with the statistics of balls. Oh, Michael Jordan had 3-point such with his balls. Kobe got a 5-point something with his balls. So-and-so got an RBI with his balls. Woo, play with balls. And you don't have to go to jail to get turned out either. That's a stereotype. You can get turned out. You don't have to. I mean, playing with balls and all these symbols and things. I wonder how it is to be with some other kind of ball. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to come on this broadcast with their nonsense and challenge or try to debate the issue. You are a coward. It's obvious. That's a losing battle. But you don't care because you get paid from your massa. And these women who don't know no better, they accept you. And they know you weak. They make excuses for your weakness and your cowardice. Oh, the world is so against the black man. That's what they said. Oh, the world is against the black man. He's the most, what they said, he's the most, so much pressure is on the black man. Okay. So why are you making babies with somebody who weak? In nature, the female is attracted to the one who is the strongest, the most powerful, the one who actually leads the family to where they need to go. You follow weak-ass men because they talk. Because they talk a good game. Protect the woman. The man's supposed to protect the woman. But you have a lot of clowns on YouTube talk about, I don't protect any kind of woman. She got to fit this criteria. That's not what they teach. They teach, or what was taught, to be a man, we have to protect womanhood. You don't pick and choose. Just like the military. The military don't pick and choose. Well, I don't protect those citizens over there. I don't protect those citizens over there. I only protect the white citizen. When you're a soldier, when you protect in the military, you protect the citizens. As a gender, the men's supposed to protect the women. You don't pick and choose. So the black man, in order for you to fulfill your own criteria, you have failed to protect your women and your children. Because you got paid with another man's money. Money you don't give no value to. Your picture is not on the money. You didn't build the house. The only thing you are a user. Only thing you are is a consumer. And your women accept you as a weak man. Because that's what they are. That's what my gender is. And it's embarrassing because I'm scared. I don't want to die. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to go to no damn jail. But you ain't going to keep punking me. You letting these people punk you. We've been getting punked going on 500 years. How long you going to tolerate it? These suckers should know that black men, we back our brother up, Rodney Hinton. We back our brother up, Karmelo Anthony. You mess with 1, 2, you mess with all of us. We will worry about the right and the wrong later like you worry about right and wrong later. Clown ass. We don't do nothing. And women keep spitting, having babies by these nothings, these cowards. At some point, you gotta fight. What was it? I'm gonna say this in conclusion. What was it in the scriptures during the Exodus? And there came a time, or the instruction was that God gave the Israelites certain land. And when they got there, it was giants on the land or something to that effect. Hey, God said it's ours. That's what these people have done. They conquered Africa. They conquered North America. They went out conquering in the name of God, their God. They didn't wait and talk about, I don't know if that, they did it in the name of their God. I'm not telling us to be like them. I'm just telling us we need to stop being so damn scared. And I know excuse me. I know one of the main reasons you're scared because you're not organized. And what you have is weak. You know it's weak. So you know you can't step out there because it's weak. See, they laugh, but they can't challenge. They can't debunk this vision that we call Operation Exodus Mississippi Campaign. You can laugh like a little sissy, but you can't do nothing. You can't challenge it. I'll tear your ass up. That is the solution, once and for all. To bring all this to an end once and for all. And this don't even require a bullet. If you can't do something that don't require a bullet, we know your scary ass not going to pick up a AK-47. It was some brothers, I believe in Detroit, not too long ago. They actually picked up guns and patrolled their neighborhoods or whatever. I believe one of them was killed. That whole neighborhood, all those men should have been with them. You don't need no police. The neighborhood should support the strong, good men. And those men will run the racist police out of the neighborhood, run the gang members. I don't know where you're going to do your gang banging, but you're not going to do it here. Strong, good men. I don't believe those brothers do that no more, because the good men in Detroit sit on their ass. All they want to do, smoke, drink. You know what I got to do. You know, I keeps this ready. Damn Mandingo, a breeder. If we had this in practice, what we call the Mississippi Campaign, see, we would form a military. See, you wouldn't even have to do the fighting. You'd be paying, just like the soldiers in the military get paid. We would get our people so they don't have to go to the military. They be coming to our military. And we would pay them to defend us. And they would train themselves. And they are getting paid to die and fight for us. That's what this represents. We would have our lawyers ready to defend Rodney Hinton. You don't have to raise no GoFundMe. You don't have to worry about no cash out. Your nation got your back, Rodney. Your nation has your back, Karmelo Anthony. None of these suckers, the only thing they do is take. They have no plan. They have no organization that is acceptable by the whole. Has nothing to do with religion. Has nothing to do with believing in anything except yourself. We have our own military. But see, I don't know Rodney Hinton. I don't know little brother Karmelo Anthony. But usually we don't give a damn about nothing until something happens to us personally. Then we want to think about it. It's too late then. I really doubt if Rodney Hinton thought something like that would happen to him or this little brother. We don't think about nothing until something happens to us. And this is where we fail. We won't do nothing until it actually hurts us. We've been doing these redundant things for over 100 years. For the last 20-some years on social media, these things are not working for us. Unless you are a damn fool, you should try something different. Look at it. And most of these suckers, they know it will work. But they want to take the credit. And some of them actually have come out here, some individuals come out here and want to take the credit. They want to do it their way. I want to do it the Nation of Islam way. I want to do it the temple way. I want to do it the Hebrew Israelite way, the Aboriginal way, whatever. No. If your way was working, then we would be successful. There would be no need for Angel Snub Nub 7 to exist. The reason why I exist is because the stuff not working. Because you have not grown. You have not matured. You're treating your situation like a Malcolm X soundbite from television. This is the real world. Why am I talking to you now? And we're going to close this out. I'm talking to you now because I was able to take the law that these people made and use it against them so I could free myself. The Black Panthers had the right idea, except they got caught up in the violence. You're not in that type of position yet. Small armies defeat large armies all the time. It's about your strategy. It's about your mindset. Here you are, you in the belly of the beast. Do you know how many of America's enemies wish they could be where we're at? It's not that we want to do something, rebel against them. We're citizens of the nation, but as men, you can't continue to shoot my son in the back. Send us to jail for little or nothing. We're not going to tolerate that no more. These suckers act like they forgot the Tuskegee experiment. You gave us syphilis on purpose. American citizens. You lynched us in this country where a song was made like we was actual fruits from the tree. They ignore the evil they have done and still do. They support their wicked people. While we can't support our people, right or wrong. So Rodney Hinton is alone. Karmelo Anthony is alone. But if this Mississippi campaign was in effect, their suffering, their ride would be so much easier because men backing them up. But they're catching hell because they have no brothers. There is no men to back them up. But you want somebody there when they shoot down your son, your daughter, your wife, or even your dog Scruffy. We don't care until something happened to us. And you don't have to do nothing. You can be in your house. It was a brother in his apartment. Cop came in his, oh, I'm in the wrong apartment. Oh, who are you? Pow, pow, pow. We don't have to have no gun. And they shoot us down like animals. already know that. We're going to continue to tolerate this. These sissies, these cowards will. Men not going to tolerate. This is where the buck stops. And so I say, since you don't respect Black Lives Matter, woo! What do they say? Karma is a bitch. This is what they said. Karma is a bitch. Since you don't respect Black Lives Matter, and you laugh and you make mockery, oh, they the lesbians. Karma is a bitch. Here you are again, getting shot in the back, catching hell. What you gonna do? Black Lives Matter, stay out of it. Women, stay out of it. They're not killing you like that. They're killing these men. Let them handle it. They're not going to do nothing. The women going to have to step up and start marching. Watch. Even if you go back to the civil rights movement, it wasn't a lot of men. It was a bunch of women. And you wonder why the children said, Mama, Mama. Accept reality, my friend. It's much easier. With that said, I want to thank you so much for tolerating my comments. I'm pretty sure a lot of the men, even the women, because they like sissies, they got upset. They got upset. It's obvious. I'm not saying nothing that's not true. It's obvious. Nobody's scared of you, Negro. The only ones, these guys, they'll try to hurt me. They'll try to hurt you. They attack women, children, the elderly, and pets. They will not challenge the dominant society. Because they sissies. Ain't nobody scared of you. I've never heard a white man, I've never heard a white man or a Mexican. I ain't never heard none of these guys talk about, I'm scared of the black man. He's a threat. You ain't did nothing to be no threat. They know they can shoot you down, slap you, kick you in your ass. You ain't gonna do nothing. They know this. Been doing it for 500 years. Then the new people coming to the country. You know you can kick them in the ass and go in their community and make money off of them. They don't care. And the protector, the man, you don't do nothing except complain. The Arabs in my community, the Mexicans in my, why don't you do something about it, punk? They don't do nothing about it. I'm sick of it. So I will sit back in the cut and just shake my head. And ladies, you keep having babies by these sissies. Keep making babies with these mandingos. Because that's all they are. They're not men. They don't lead you nowhere. They don't protect nothing. They don't provide nothing. They just a ding-a-ling to have in your bed. And they got plastic for that. You don't need them. You'll be better off with the plastic. At least you can throw that in the trash and get rid of it. Don't have to talk to it. More of a burden. More of a detriment than a benefit. And that's the truth of the matter. Again, accept reality, my friend. It's much easier. On that note, shout out to our Facebook. Shout out to our YouTube channels. Our Facebook channels too, really. Shout out to Rumble, all our brothers and sisters. Thank you, everyone who participated and came and in the chat rooms, and thank you so much for joining us. I don't know. I just felt I had to talk about this because it makes me sick. It makes me sick to the stomach when men who claim to be men, we sit back and just let these demons do anything they want to us. We supposed to be black man, he's strong and all that. Bunch of talk. Dr. Umar Johnson don't scare nobody. Louis Farrakhan didn't scare nobody. Tahaka Bay don't scare nobody. These people, Sanetta don't scare nobody. Nothing but some entertainment crap. What I'm bringing is scary because they hope that you don't listen to me. Because all that is going out the window. You want some ass? You got to bring some. I'm not going to keep dropping my drawers, letting you kick me in my nuts. It's not going to happen. We out of here. Subscribe, like, subscribe to our Rumble channel. Matter of fact, if we do anything, I might just start doing everything on Rumble. Our Rumble channel. You can get a copy of our autobiography. Description is in the, the information is in the description box, that type of thing. We out here, y'all. And like our ancestor Don Cornelius used to always say, is important. We wish you love, peace, and zip, soul. And we are Audi 5000.